And we are back. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to World Changers with Molly Brown, the disruptor. Won't be long as we wrap up. As we wrap up, hold on, and as we literally take a breather, literally take a breather. You should be exhausted, but it's a good exhaustion, right? When you know you fought the good fight, when you know you've done what you had to do to prepare, when you know that you have actually made, made it through what should have tried to take you out, when you know that you made it through what could have possibly taken you out, you deserve a pat on the back. So we want to take a moment, take a breather, and enjoy. See, these are things that I teach you in World Changers. These are things as an ex athlete that I learned. You have to enjoy each small win, each momentous win. You don't wait till the end to then say, yay, I did it. You're never going to get to the end. The end is the end of you. Each momentous, each grand feat that you do, you sit back and you look and you pay attention and you compliment yourself and you let yourself know you did that. I did that. I fought. You may not feel anything right now. You may not see anything right now, and that is okay. But know that we fought. You are in mid conquer, okay? You are literally in mid conquer. I know for me, I can definitely feel in my mind, I can feel like the intensity in my mind, kind of like a headache, and that is the expansion of consciousness. That is where you are getting a download. And if you on the right side, you can know and discern that your download is positive. Okay? You can understand that what you're getting and receiving is of God and it's good. It's a slight dull headache, but it's that coming down off of a high. Yeah. It's that coming down off of a high. It's that fight that you just went through. I need you guys to just picture this. Picture a cartoon, Yosemite Sam, Tom and Jerry, and I don't remember. I think Tom was the cat and Jerry was the mouse, but correct me if I'm wrong. But for those of us who know, just bear with me. Imagine fighting all day, in and out. Tom trying to get into the little mouse hole, blowing it up, and you fighting. At the end of the day, what does Jerry do? He relaxes and goes, "Oh." You have to be able to take that breather, you guys. Do you not understand what we just did? Is it over? No, it is far from over. But even in the midst, as an elite athlete, I could have had 4 prelims to get to nationals in one day to make it so that I can get to state or the nationals or whatever district. In each race, you had to celebrate, but you celebrate but for a moment. You realize what you did good, and then you look at what you didn't do good and you perfect it the next time it comes. And that could be in an hour or two when I ran track. Double headers in soccer, same thing. You have but a moment to say, yay, we won. I was watching, I forgot who yesterday, um, but they literally said, hello, 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 and welcome. They literally said, when you are gunning to be the best, everyone cheers you on. Everyone's like, yeah, woo, woo, good job. But when you become number one, everyone starts to try to tear you down. It shifts. Same people who were cheering you on to get to the top. That's because you're number one now. You have a target on your back. What I'm saying is, you have a target on your back. You did not succumb to what they're trying to do. Okay? They did their live, they didn't give much information. They turned off their comments. They definitely said, we are looking for dark matter. They think people don't know what dark matter means, what it is. Most don't. Do your research. What is dark matter? She literally said, this is the only thing that hit my spirit, that outside in the universe, dark matter is 20%. Why are you messing with 20%? 80% is everything else. Why do you need to go stir up 20%? Just let that sink in. She literally out of her mouth said dark matter is only 20% of the universe. So what the heck? Leave it alone. That's not how they roll. Okay? 20%. But 80-20 is dangerous. I've taught you guys the 80-20 rule. You'll never receive 100% of a person, ever. You cannot physically receive 100% of one person because that means they're perfect. So what you receive is 80%. Now, 80% is great and fine and dandy if that 20 is not part of your deal breakers, if that 20 is not what you cannot live with. Now, if that 20, a lot of people leave their 80 for that 20. That's passion. That's lust. That's a different kind of intimacy. But they're leaving companionship. They're leaving trust. They're leaving joy, stability for passion. That's 20%. Trust me, if you do that, you are literally leaving 80 for 20, and you will see it in the end. So when she said 20% was dark matter and we're going to find it, the particle collider that they have built, this huge collider to literally possibly create a black hole, to literally possibly create another dimension, merge two worlds together. Who knows what's on the other side of that hole that they're creating in the sky? Wait till when the pictures come out. I told you guys to do some research. We look up 2016 to 2018 CERN, CERN, and you will see that above the Geneva station, the sky looked different just above it. This is not for play, you guys. Yes, we do know what they're doing. Exactly. So someone else just mentioned Stargate. Watch Stargate. Watch Prometheus. Watch Spider-Man and the Spideyverse. Watch Doctor Strange. All of them. Yes, I agree with you. They tell what it is. It's up to us to pay attention. And we've been paying attention. You are the remnant that's been paying attention. It's not a coincidence that Doctor Strange Multiverse Madness appears 3 months. Beyonce, Renaissance, and what they're trying to do is rebirth the earth, redo the what is it called? The Big Bang. They're trying to recreate the Big Bang. Okay? They're trying to man-made recreate the Big Bang. That's our problem. Trying to play God. So the only thing that I really have to release at our noon session, and this is the last one, and then we will come back again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. and then 11 a.m. Don't ask me why these times. These are the times he gave me. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what he's going to reveal. I don't know what we're going to do. But 5 a.m. tomorrow, we'll be back. 11 a.m. tomorrow, we'll be back. Today, this is the last session. We've been on since 4 a.m. We came on at 5 a.m. We came on at 6 a.m. We came on again at 8. If you missed them, they're all on my YouTube channel. The link is up above if you missed the very, very first one. And if you want more information, it's also on my Clubhouse. If you want to hear more and know more, the more you know, the better. Thank you. Yes, we have to spread the truth. There's going to be people that try to combat it. Like someone said, they came up and said, I told some people are going to combat it. People are going to say that's a lie. That's not true. Literally type in Google or Yahoo search CERN and it'll say portal. It'll say dimension. It'll say Stranger Things. What is it? Stranger Things. Yeah, the TV show that we just talked about. This is real life. We absolutely know what they're doing. They're trying to act like we don't know. We know that they're inciting a ceremony. These are the goddesses that they released. The goddess Sheba, Lord Sheba. She is the 8-armed dancing Hindu god. This is the Lord of Destruction. So they release in destruction because that's who they worship. That is the statue on their campus. You don't make a statue for no reason. Then if you're on the email community, you got the email that showed their ceremony, an opening ceremony into, I think, 2016 or 2018's when they did the particle collider then, but it wasn't the largest and it wasn't at the highest. It didn't have the new alien technology that they have in it now. Literally, they had a seance in front of the Lord Shiva statue, fire and a woman that they mimicked killing. And then they apologized and said it was a joke that went too far. You know what that is. It's not a joke. That's real. That was real. Okay. They try to make you feel like you're seeing things like that Mandela effect. It is real. They are trying to switch timelines. And that's why every time we came on here, we asked God to show the Ancient of Days, to show us our pathway, our ancient pathway. So we do not veer off into the demonic timeline shifts, which is not where we're supposed to be. That is not who you are. That is not what you're supposed to be on. Okay. Releasing. No. Okay, we're back. They also released the goddess of discord and strife in Eris. Eris. Look them up. When I give you names that are being released, the last time I released this was 2020. I told you that they released the god of Pan, pandemic, pandemonium, panic. 2020. Do you see what happened? It's anxiety. It's the little goat like Baphomet, half man, half goat. That is their ultimate symbol. Literally, they release that spirit freely onto the earth, which is attached to death, anxiety, worry, and pandemic. What happened in 2020? All of those things. How many people died that wasn't supposed to die? A lot of people, because they released death, and death had a right to be on this earth. They released pandemic, pandemonium, and every time you said, we are in a pandemic, COVID and the you were giving it life, because they released the god of Pan. Now they released the god of Eris, excuse me, and the god of discord, the goddess, of discord and strife. You need to know them like the back of your hand. You need to study these different spirits, because I promise you that's what's going to be coming up. And to keep going. It smells like, know what strife moves, what it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like, how it maneuvers. What does it look like in your house? Excuse me. Drink some water because they're messing with my throat. You need to look at destruction. What is the spirit of destruction? The spirit of destruction is self-destruction, self-mutilation, suicide. The spirit of destruction is no joke. Okay, I've had someone put that on me when I was in college. That spirit is sneaky and it hides. You don't know that you're operating in it until you're operating. So I need y'all to grab a pen and paper right now. The spirits that have been released from June 21st to today is Lord Shiva, the goddess of destruction. Eris, Eris. And then the god, and I don't know what that is because I haven't done research, but I'm going to tell you right now, they put it on their Illuminati NFT crypto, whatever coin, whatever the crypto picture that they were trying to sell, like the monkeys and all the other on top of fear, on top of death, okay, and anxiety. You guys, they are bombarding us. They are wearing us down. They are trying to wear us down, okay? Don't worry if the world ends. You just need to know where you're going. There was an earthquake, a lot of earthquakes today. There you go. I haven't seen it, I haven't heard it, I haven't felt it. But someone just posted that there's been a lot of earthquakes. There's going to be a lot of tampering, glitches. There's going to be maybe blackouts. I've had dreams of blackouts. Look, this is what I'm going to tell you, what he tells me. This is what I tell my community. Stock up water, stock up food, stock up on things. Tiffany Montgomery said beans. For me, he showed me water. He showed me food, and he showed me batteries. I had a dream vision that I was taking a shower in the dark, and my tub was surrounded by candles, and I had a whole bunch of batteries laying on the bed. And when I got out the shower, next thing I know, there was another plague. It was a weird looking infestation of insects. That's a plague. It hasn't happened yet. That was in 2020. Stock up. Listen to the people who are the mouthpiece of God, who are telling you to, you got caught in 2020. How dare you let them catch you again in 2022 or 2023? That should be a one and done. You should never be caught. Dry beans. Yep. You should never be caught. Start getting seeds. I know many of us are not farmers. They moved us away from farming for a reason. Do you know in 2008, and I want you to do your research, I remember when this happened, and then I realized what they do. In 2008 or 2007, I was telling my mom I want to start a garden, and I started doing research, and I was following a community up north. Do you know they banned gardens? Gardens are technically constitutionally banned. And I was like, why would they ban a garden? Why would they literally, they raided people in New York and people in Philly who had gardens, and they were giving away because it was cutting into money. So I was like, okay, it's cutting into money from the local grocery store. No. Now the seeds are one and done. A lot of seeds are GMO. A lot of seeds from Monsanto. Literally, do your research. A lot of seeds cannot replicate, and there's a lot of seedless stuff because they know that all you have to do is get a cucumber, chop it up, take the seeds, and replant your own. They want you dependent on the system. This is why fasting has to be your best friend, because if you don't know how to fast, there are people that can fast for 40 days without food. You don't know when that time will come when you won't be able to go to the grocery store. We already had it. Did you see the grocery store last year, the year before? Do you see the grocery store now? It's empty, you guys. This is not a joke. Y'all are walking around oblivious as to walking in and seeing, you're used to it. They desensitize everything. Chips. There's chips that my kids love that I haven't been able to find in months. Oh, it's backlog in the what is it called, in the factory. They don't make them anymore. Businesses going out, going under. The cattle's mysteriously, couple of hundred just croaking. You guys can't possibly believe that. Chicken coops on fire. Did y'all see that one woman on TikTok? And again, these are things that I know it's confirming in my spirit because I get these same warnings. Many of you may not get those warnings. So you may be like, oh, this is a conspiracy theory. Until you have a dream, until you stumble on something and your spirit is like, no, 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 this is real. There was a lady on TikTok. I wish I had it. Maybe somebody has it in the community and you can share it. It was a Caucasian woman who was a farmer. She said, y'all are fussing about gas prices. I forgot the price, so don't quote me. But she literally opened up her trunk and said, my calves are now being born. We have not taken care of them. She goes, last year, grass, grain, and something else was literally like $14. $56, if I'm not mistaken, was the same amount that she bought last year today. She said, wait, and she said, this only lasts me 2 days. She goes, wait till when your chicken is like $15, $20 a pound. Y'all better stop eating meat. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you stop eating what they're feeding you, then you will see what they're doing. When you fast, fasting helps you control your urge when you need it. You can't start fasting in the middle of a famine when ain't no food in the grocery store. Yes, she couldn't afford the feed. Exactly. So now they got to jack up the price to take care of the babes that they're going to eventually slaughter to put on your plate. When I tell you this is getting real, real, and it's not for fear, don't be fearful. Don't be fearful. Prepare. You were sent on this earth for now. It's not an accident. You weren't born 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40, 50, whatever, however old you are, whatever generation you are, to just sit here. I say this all the time. You did not survive 2020. COVID did not skip you. You didn't catch COVID and live through it to not fight. Okay? You did not come into this world to literally do nothing. You are supposed to do something, and it's now time to do it. You survived for a reason. He spared you for a reason. You need to figure out your reason. This is my reason. I sound the alarm. I'm a clarion call. Whatever warning I get, I pass on to my community, world changers, inner courts. Whatever insight I get, I help you understand how to maneuver through it. Whatever shifts, whether it's naturally, cosmic, galactic, what just happened? This is a cosmic shift. 2222, February 22nd, cosmic shift. 2222, February 22nd, cosmic shift. December 21st, 2021, cosmic shift. When our world, our galaxy shifts, you have to shift with it. Many of you don't even feel it because you're not in tune. It's time to get in tune. Just like today, there's a split happening. Those who are lower level are going to get worse. We're going to see more, unfortunately. And I hate speaking it, but I'm just telling the facts. More shootings, more killings, more debauchery, more of all of that. And you're going to see more people rise. There's a split happening today. There's a separation that happened today. And it's happening right now as we speak. And because you're on this live, you're part of the separation. And you're supposed to be part of the enlightened ones. You are an enlightened ones. You just haven't been operating in your gift because you're scared of people in their faces. I'm going to call it what it is. You're scared to let people know the truth because most people are going to talk about you, say you're crazy or you're conspiracy theorist. It's okay. Because trust me, I've been that. And the same ones who say I'm a conspiracy theorist are the same ones that come knocking at my door. Hey, what was that you said? And that's when you give them more information. They're not on here now, but earlier today, those are seeds. Sow seeds. Sow seeds so that someone else can water them. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about people saying no in your face. Your job is to sound the alarm. Everyone on here is a leader. Every person on here, all 27 of us and all 10 of us on YouTube, you're a leader. Stop shrinking and stop acting like you're not. You may not be vocal. You may be more of a natural born follow me leader. Or you're vocal. Whichever one you are, own it. Okay? Today, CERN, about an hour ago, turned up their particle collider to the highest ever. It's been turned off since 2018, if I'm not mistaken, out of Geneva, Switzerland. And what they're doing is looking and searching for dark matter. They had a seance leading up to their ceremony, a very demonic seance. They've released about 3 or 4 entities. Then June 21st, Beyonce's album was announced at 12:22. Do the gematria on those numbers. She doesn't do anything that doesn't make sense. 12:22. She announced it on a full moon, but then her album is released on a new moon. She's using moon magic. It exists. It exists. And that's what they do. So when I tell you Beyonce's in on it, she's a distraction. Go look at her crown. I tell you, if you don't study the other side, you won't know this. I study the other side. I sit under them and pay attention. The other side. Literally. Her crown that she's wearing, the crown that Khloe Kardashian wears, is the same crown that a tarot card high priestess wears on the cards. Demonic. Darkness. Her earrings are Saturn. I said this yesterday. I said it in my other video. You need to know these things. It is time to literally walk it out and demonstrate. They are demonstrating to the umpteenth power who their God is. When are we going to start showing them who our God is? It's time for you to let the Lord and the power that's in you be shown. Demonstrate who he is. Demonstrate his power through you. You are a God. I'm going to end it with that. You are a God. Go look it up in the Bible. Literally type in where Jesus said, ye aren't, don't you know I've told you ye are gods. He made you in his image. If I made my child in my image, my child is exactly replica of me. Whatever I have, they have, times 10. He said, I made you in my image, in our image, in the image of Elohim's, in the images of God's. Brown and black people, you have something that everybody else don't. That's the melanin. It's a superpower. Do your research on melanin, and they will even tell you, white people will even tell you, every other race will tell you, there's something powerful about melanin. There's a superpower in melanin, and it's carbon. Do your research. Understand why they don't like us, why we're the bottom of the barrel, why they intentionally keep their thumb on us. Because the day you figure out who you are, the day you understand your God-given authority, the day you understand that you can transform and change an entire nation, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And that's what they're keeping from you. Your power, your authority. So I want to thank everybody. Yep, you on it. I like you, Bits with Love Universe. Salute to you, the God particle in us. Absolutely. Thank you. Psalms 82:6. Thank you. Look it up. Look it up in every version you want to look it up in. It's in your Bible. Don't be mad at me. I'm not talking nonsense. It's in your Bible. A lot of you are very much well vested in scripture, but when someone gives you knowledge in the scripture, you still are like, but how can we be gods? It says it. How about you ask him to reveal it to you? How about you ask him to show you what it means that we are God? He said, I give you dominion. I tell you to multiply. I tell you that you can trample on snakes and scorpions. That's real life. Do you know there are people that vibe so high in the realm of the spirit that if they get bit by a snake, just like maybe his name is Paul, I don't know right now, but you know who I'm talking about. On the island of Patmos, I can remember all that, but not the name. I'm not good with names, but I will be. Literally got bit by a snake. And what happened? They sitting there waiting, people on the island waiting for him to die. He just shook it off and kept it moving. That there's a group of people that vibe that high in the realm of the spirit that they trample on stuff like that and they let snakes bite them and nothing happened to them. I done told you about me. You are a God. And I'm not afraid to say it. The goddesses again are, I think my computer's about to die on YouTube. I'm so sorry. The goddesses again are Eris, Eris, the goddess of discord and strife, and Shiva. I think it's Shiva. V is in Victor. And that is Lord Shiva. That is the Hindu god with the 8 arms that you see. You know what I'm talking about. That's dancing. That is the goddess of destruction. Those are the goddesses. Know them like the back of your hand. Know them like the back of the hand. So, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm about to get out of here. We have been on here all day. We will be back again tomorrow at 5 a.m. Eastern on YouTube as well as on Clubhouse. Thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. You did not stumble on here. You were called on here. You were summoned on here. Okay? I am unlocking whatever has been locked up in you. Okay? Know that it is time for you to maneuver in your God likeness. You are not a God. You are not the God. You are a God under Elohim, and you have the same power. If you haven't already followed, please follow me on YouTube. Thank you very much for all the chat. Thank you for commenting and sharing your truth as well. This is not a one-man show. We dialogue. Thank you for following me on Clubhouse, on World Changers. Thank you for following me. Hit the bell, hit always, because I promise you it's going to be real hard to find me. Stumbling on me is one thing, but finding me again is going to be hard. I thank you guys for taking the time to listen at work. You choose you, not me. Every time you come in my rooms, you are choosing a mindset shift. You are choosing change. You guys are so welcome. If you want to be a part of my email community, you can email executive.assistant@somaliabrown.com, and she will send you still the instructions that I received, send you the information that I received about CERN. It's not over. It's still going. I just wanted to take this time to help you guys understand what's happening and kind of break it down. So thank you so much. Have an amazing day. You're welcome. Hey, you. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Eastern for another round. You guys have an amazing day. This room is closing, and this stream on YouTube is closing in 3, 2, and 1.